Morning, 26 days to go. That is it. Less than 4 weeks and I'm on stage in stripper heels with a bikini up my bum, NABBA. Very exciting. So by the time that I post this, it'll be 19 days. Yeah, it'll be 19 days. So if you're watching right now, I am actually 19 days out. But for the sake of this vlog, I'm 26 days out from NABBA. So 4 weeks for NABBA, 5 weeks for ICN now. So home stretch. I'm gonna start organizing this week my my jewelry, a few extra bookings. I'm gonna have to register pretty soon as well because the registrations are gonna be due. So I'm gonna have to work out what divisions I'm doing and what categories I'm doing. So I've been trying to keep that till later on in the prep, but yeah, getting close now, so I'm gonna have to get all of that done. From here out, I'm gonna go and see Larry once a week. So I was going fortnightly, as you know, but I'm gonna do weekly now on a Wednesday morning, purely because I just find that it's helping me keep my focus by seeing him once a week and training, a bit of that motivation. And then I've also got a few posing classes as well. So twice a week, I'm, you know, submerged kind of thing in it. So for the next 26 days. So in my last vlog, I told you that I had huge issues with, what was it, the bloating and the pain. So I've still got a little bit of that. It's Monday. I found out the issue last Friday, eliminated everything from my diet. Just the last little bit of effects now, but definitely so much better and feeling much more confident now that that issue has been sorted. So that's a good thing. Weighed myself this morning just out of curiosity, and overnight my weight came down 300 grams. So I'm expecting it's going to keep coming down as the bloating starts to go away. So that is a good sign. So back to carb cycling. I'm going to keep everything very, very similar at the moment. Proteins at 145 on my low days. My fats will be at 47. And my carbs are going to be at 70 grams. And then for my high day, I'm just going to lower my protein slightly down to 130. My fats are going to stay the same at 47, and my carbs are going to go up to 120. I was going to take them higher, but I think I'll just stick at 120 at the moment. So with the change of training this week, I normally would train legs 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. However, because I'm seeing Larry now on a Wednesday every week until comp, which, let's face it, is barely anything anyway, I'm going to change it. So I'm going to do my legs now on a Tuesday, Thursday and a Saturday, because when I'm with Larry, we seem to work more upper body than the lower body. So I'm going to keep it at that. I'm going to keep my 60-minute sessions in the morning. It doesn't always go to plan, so I aim for 60 minutes fasted cardio in the morning before I get the day started. However, as I said, sometimes it hasn't happened. So when I train with Larry on Wednesday, I'll most sure do the 60 minutes on the treadmill in the afternoon. And the skipping that I incorporated has not been getting my heart rate up high enough, so I'm going to go back and try a few of those dead mill sprints. Otherwise, if that doesn't work, so I'm going to crank up the treadmill, stick it on 20 k's an hour and bust out some sprints that way, because I love to run and might help lean those legs down as well. So stay tuned, and we're in the home stretch. And I will let you know what I'm planning on doing with my peak week vlogs as well, so that way you can stay tuned and you'll know exactly when I'm going to be letting them go. That sounds terrible. When I'm going to be live, posting them live, so that way you can see the peak week and then I can follow it up a day or 2 later with the actual show day, so you're not waiting. And then I'll back up another peak week with a show day. So stay tuned. Subscribe so that way you are kept up to date, because it is a home stretch, and I will speak to you very soon about what we're doing this week, or even showing you what we're doing this week. Oh my god, I have a huge obsession at the moment. Rice cakes with honey. I cannot get enough of this, and I'm having to make sure I try and squeeze this into my macros. Even on my low day, I'm trying to get at least 1 in. I'm finding it's one of the only things that is not pissing my stomach off. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, and it's got the honey, it's got the sugar. So I'm gonna eat this and have something else to eat, and then I'm off to the gym to train. Yeah. Wednesday morning, out with me mate Larry again this morning, feeling a little bit flat, so I'm a little bit scared for my workout this morning. Bloating has basically all gone now, so back to feeling really, really good. I don't know about my measurements. I haven't actually checked them yet. I was going to check them every morning, but I'm just going with how I feel. And at the moment, I feel good, and that's really all that matters to me at the moment because of how bad I felt. So measurements will come when you feel good. Everything else comes. So that's all tracking well. My workouts from Monday and Tuesday, I'm really, really sore. I changed my workouts, so instead of doing legs Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to be doing them Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, purely because I'm with Larry once a week on a Wednesday now, and we normally do upper body. So I've had to just change that around a little bit, and on today I'm going to do my cardio this afternoon instead of this morning, so I got to sleep in for an extra hour, so very, very happy with that. But yeah, I'm really sore, so I'm really worried about how this training session is going to go, especially because Larry does like to push quite hard. But I'm officially on pre-workout now because I am getting super duper tired and really sore. So so pre-workout is now my friend for the next, I compete in 25 days, so pre-workout will be my friend for the next 20 odd days, I would say, and then I will get rid of it again. So I haven't been on pre-workout for quite a while, so once this kicks in, I would say I will be bouncing off the walls and ready for Larry. Excuse the way I look. I am pretty rooted right now. Actually, no, that's an exaggeration. I'm not really. I'm just feeling a little bit tired. This prep is now starting to feel a little bit tired now. Only a little bit, but it comes and goes. The energy levels are up and down. So, but I'm still feeling pretty good. It's Thursday evening, so I had a high carb day yesterday when I was with Larry. Today's low carb. I find that when I'm on a high carb day, as soon as I start eating, I am hungry after, and I've really, really struggled to keep myself in line. So I make sure that I'm out after when I'm eating, I'm out, so that way I can't go to the cupboard. But yeah, when I get home, I'm hovering around the cupboard staring at things. So yeah, high carb day really, really gets me. But I also know that I need it because by the third low carb day, I can feel that my body comes to a bit of that halt. So I think it's still working quite well. I've just done my last supplement run. So this should get me through to the end of prep. It's just some more protein. Finally found my aminos that I love. And then just my ATP products. So that should be the last bit. The last bit of supplements to get me through. So as of today, there's 25 days until NABBA. So pretty excited. I'm walking, practicing my T-walk quite often at the moment because I've got a posing session on Sunday out at Bibra Lake with Peter Baker. And I really want to make sure that I have nailed that T-walk properly because it's a lot more fancier and more hand movements than ICN. So I really need to make sure that I nail that one, and then I'll concentrate on ICN. I have 6 days between the two. But I found out that NABBA has a T-walk, which I didn't know about, and freaked me out a little bit when I found out, because you're pretty much on stage for a minute walking, you know, side to side, middle, back, and you're there on the stage by yourself. So yeah, it might be a little bit daunting for some people, but I think once I'm comfortable with what I'm doing, I should be good. So I am planning on posting some of my posing. It's just I very rarely have the opportunity to at the moment, and I did it last night. I practiced, but I was in a G-string, and that is not for anyone else's eyes at the moment, so I'll save that. I will say that 25 days out, whether I win, lose, place, whatever, I have hit one of my goals, which was a personal goal of mine, and I'm over the moon. I'm actually really excited. And that was that in my off season last year, and also the last comp that I did, which was IFBB back in March 2016, I got back my photos and saw my ass, and I was like, oh my, what did I do to it? I destroyed it. It was fat and it was gross. It looked good in jeans, but when you're naked, no, it was not nice. And I have had a real complex about it the whole time, and people that know me really well would know that my ass has really plagued me. So one of my goals this time was to make sure that by the time I took the stage, without any kind of treatments or anything like that, just with clean eating and with exercise and focusing on glutes and legs 3 times a week, the plan was that I would get my ass back to where it was. And I am thrilled that yesterday when I did the, it's called it's my test, a glute squeeze test, in the mirror, in the worst lighting, squeeze your bum as hard as you can, push your leg back, and I found no cellulite at all. So I am absolutely thrilled, because that was really bothering me, and I really wanted to work on getting rid of that, because I didn't have it before. Even though no one else knows, I knew that I had it, and it was just a personal goal for me. So it's all gone. I'm thrilled. So I'm really excited to see now what it's going to be like up on stage. So hopefully it's going to look, my bum is going to look the way it does in my head. So it's Saturday morning. I've just done an hour of fasted cardio and cleaned the house, and it's now 8:30, so I'm just about to run out. I've got an appointment I need to get to, and then I'm going out to try and find some jewelry, because I'm on stage in 22 days, so I just want to get a little bit more jewelry. I will show you very shortly, and I've just got to get a few more other bits and pieces for my daughter going on camp. I don't like it when I'm out at the shops all day when I'm prepping, because obviously the food wise, it makes it very difficult. But a tip, if you go shopping with your daughter and you buy them food in the cafeterias or in the food halls, whatever you want to call them, you can then ask for them to heat up your food. So get one of these over here, and then it makes it easier. Hi. So what have you got here?
Sushi.
Oh, sushi. That looks nice and yum. Pretty good?
I don't use the soy sauce.
Don't you?
It's disgusting.
Oh. Well, and lucky for me, because she has ordered something, I get my food all done. And they've been nice enough to microwave it for me. So I'll just reach into my bag and I will grab my spoon and yum yum. In a food court, bringing my own food. Hot prep. So I've just finished shopping, been out at Mirrabooka. We need to come out here because we need to go to Big W, Kmart and Best and Less because of my daughter's camp. So I just need to get some clothes so I can buy, she can trash and we can throw. But no one has anything winter anymore, even though it's fucking winter. So yeah, that was awesome. Anyway, we ended up spending a couple $100. We've got everything loaded up in the back. So it was not a bad shopping trip. And they let me heat up my food, which was great. So always be prepared, and you'll always be surprised that, you know, these places will allow you to heat up their food. And then I've just stopped off and got a coffee. And I've just ordered just a black coffee. And I take with me, you can't see it anymore, but in this bag it was the like the sugar-free hot, or the sugar-free chocolate. So I've just added that in. I bring my own spoon wherever I go, and I'm now going to enjoy my coffee on the way home. So happy that I could get the coffee because I'm falling asleep. I'm not doing any weights training on a Saturday today. Today's my day off, even though I did fasted cardio this morning. So I'm going to look forward to chilling out, watching the footy this afternoon, and doing some more bookings for Disney World with our Disney dining plan. So that's exciting. I do like that. And what else is there? Couldn't find any jewelry shops here at Mirrabooka. So anyone who is in Perth doing fitness comps, don't bother coming to Mirrabooka. They have no little jewelry shops. So I'll have to go and check out another shop for that. This is some of the jewelry that I have worn in past competitions. I've got quite a few of these bands, which are quite pretty. So there's Yeah, there's the four of them. I don't know why I have 4, but I have 4. I've also got these bracelets here. That's going to focus. But yeah, there. So like, I've got 2 of those ones there, which I've worn before. I've got hoop earrings as well. I've also got these little earrings that dangle, which I've worn quite a few times. And a big ass ring, because who doesn't need a big ass ring? So yeah, don't really want to wear any of this jewelry anymore, so I'm going to update all of these ones here and see what else I can find. But otherwise, I have got this to fall back on, so I will keep that stashed away. And even though I didn't get any jewelry, I was able to find myself some new dancing shoes. So, quite happy with the purchase there. And the good thing is I'm a kid size, so I get to save quite a bit of money when I buy my shoes. So there we have it. I've just finished posing at NABBA, or posing for NABBA, out at Bibra Lake, and I will post my posing. So as you can see, I've got a bit of a routine set, but I still got quite a bit of work to do to actually nail those poses. But we're getting there, seeing I only learnt this T-walk, or knew about it last week, so this is my first week actually practicing. So I'll just make sure that I keep practicing throughout the week so I can nail that, especially when posing consists of so much of your points. So I want to make sure that I nail that shit on the day. So now I'm just heading back out from Bibra Lake, back to the Swan Valley, and I'm going to go and train legs now, because that's what everyone loves to do on a Sunday afternoon, is train legs. This will be my 3rd leg session for the week, because I love being in pain that much. So, but I am going to be knocking this back, my pre-workout, from my sponsors, Muscleworks. And yes, 21 days to go. Boom! Speaking of the posing with NABBA, I must say, Peter Baker and Carly Baker took our posing today, and I must say the setup in their gym is pretty good. It's pretty nice, and they make the posing sessions feel really comfortable. And all the girls that I've met so far that are doing NABBA, and also some of them that are doing ICN as well, have all been so super nice and really sweet, and it's really refreshing to see, because I haven't seen that side of it too often. Even though everyone says that it's quite, friendly, I don't normally see too much of that. But yeah, these girls have been really nice, so it's really, as I said, it's really refreshing, and I'm enjoying it, really having a great time going to these posing classes. So it is Sunday the 20th of August, it is weigh-in day today. I've just gone through and done all my measurements, and we are now exactly 3 weeks to show day. So very excited, like really excited now. I'm on stage in 21 days. So everything is becoming very real now. I'm really happy with where I'm sitting. This has been, I think, the very first comp that I felt quite confident with where my body is sitting. My energy levels are really good. I'm feeling really good. Everything is now starting to tighten in all the right spots, so really super happy with that. And now it's just, I really just want to focus on the next 2 weeks, just tightening everything up, bringing in all those last little bits that I want to work on, and then we're heading into peak week. So really 2 weeks of training, and then peak week, it's all just changing my food up. Not changing it up in what I'm eating, but the amount of macros I eat will be different on each particular day. And also water, how much water I'm going to be drinking, so that way my body won't retain water for show day. And currently I'm just working on foods at the moment, just eating and trialing to see what foods are bloating me, what foods are making me feel good, so that way I know exactly what I'm going to eat on show day as well. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be sorting out all my last bits and pieces, like getting my skin prepared, ready for the tan, to make sure that it does look good. I'll be sorting out the last bits of my bikini, because I'll be picking that up in, I think, 2 weeks time, week and a half. So that one there, I'm excited to show you. I'll get the jewelry sorted. I'm just working on posing at the moment to make sure that I've got that extra flair. And yeah, it's getting super exciting now. So yeah, last 2 weeks, just tightening everything up so that way I know that going into peak week, I'm ready. And that's exactly where I wanted to be. So I'm just really thrilled with where I'm at. And the good part about it is that I feel really good as well. So other preps by the end, I haven't felt too flash. Whereas this one here, I'm feeling very excited. Even my husband's telling me I'm talking too much. And I'm always bubbly and bright, which is very strange for a prep. But yeah, feeling awesome now. So 21 days to go, and my measurements for this week. So last week I had that issue with the stevia, and those protein bars that really caused me grief, and made me put on weight. So it made me put on the kilo, which I wasn't overly concerned about. I knew I just needed to filter it, get it to filter through the system and get out. It's all out now. So if I go from my last week's results, I've actually come down from 59.2 and I weighed in at 57.8 today. So that's 1.5 kilos difference. But if I went back to the week before where I was tracking at 58.1 down to today being 57.8, that is 400 grams. So that's exactly where I wanted to be. I just had a road hump in the middle and I knew that it was all going to work out. My waist is at 65 centimeters, so it's fluctuating at the lowest points between 64 and 65. I'm showing a lot more muscle on my stomach is now starting to come out. So at 64 or 65 centimeters, it doesn't really bother me. I can't see it getting any smaller than that unless I remove a rib, because I'm not a small waisted person. I've got a short waist, quite blocky. So for 64 and 65 centimeters, I'm happy with. I don't think I'll get too much more results. My hips have come down. So from my lowest hips was 89.5. and I'm now down at 88 centimeters. So again, I'm losing that around the bum, which I have been feeling really good about, because my bum has been my issue, and I'm actually quite confident that it's not going to look like a blowout on stage now. So that's come down to 88 centimeters. So in the week, I've lost a centimeter and a half around the bum, and I know that that's definitely come down because I can feel it. My legs have also come down. The lowest point was at 50.5 and it stayed like that for weeks on end. Since I've incorporated a bit of skipping into my routine, it's come down from 50.5 centimeters down to 49 centimeters. So I'm really happy with those results, and we will see how we track for next week. But otherwise, I'm feeling really confident, really happy. Whether there's a win-lose place on stage, at the end of the day, you have to be happy with the physique that you take to stage, because it's something that you have to live with basically. And if you can maintain a nice physique all year round, you know, the chances of being a happier person inside and outside is obviously a lot better. But as I said, you know, like, to do well on stage, yes, that's the ultimate goal, and that's what I'm chasing. But if I don't, I know that I can put my hand on my heart and I can actually say, I'm really happy with this prep. I'm really happy with how everything is shaping up, and things can only get better from here. So stay tuned for the next couple of weeks. They are going to get very interesting. I know these have become a little bit repetitive, because it is very similar each week, just manipulating, you know, macros here and there and training schedules. But other than that, it should start getting very interesting. So I will see you all soon. Thanks so much for all your kind messages and support. So don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for all my future vlogs that will include peak week, show day, everything. Thanks so much.